Hello today, fourth graders, and usually I stay out of these videos because it's really distracting for me to try and talk with my face on the screen. So we're going to talk about fractions of a set today. Fractions of a set. Now you are used to regular fractions, and regular fractions deal with fractions of a whole. Let's take a look at a few. For example, we have right here a Hershey's candy bar, and well, actually below it we have 3/4 of a Hershey candy bar. That means I take one whole candy bar and I divide it into 4 equal parts, and I have 3 of them. We're used to fractions of whole things, but today we're going to talk about what happens when we do a fraction of a set. Again, here's a normal fraction. A fraction of a whole pizza. It's cut into 6 parts. In fact, if I have one whole pizza and I have another pizza cut into 4 to 6 pieces and I have 4 pieces left, what mixed number would this equal? Hopefully you said something like 1 and 4/6. I'm going to further challenge you to simplify 4/6, and that would be 1 and 2/3. Those are mixed numbers. Those are fractions of whole things like pizzas, but today we're going to talk about fractions of a set. So what is a fraction of a set? Well, I'll give you an example before I show you how to do it. If you look here, we have a very dirty bookshelf that needs to be cleaned up, but on it are 6 book boxes. If you look at the book boxes, we could ask ourselves, what fraction of those book boxes are pink? So I want you to think about that for a second. What fraction of those 6 book boxes are pink? The answer would be 3/6 or 1/2. If I rearrange the book boxes, you can see that half of the book boxes are pink. So that is a whole set of book boxes, and half of them are pink. The whole set has 6 parts, and 3 of those parts are pink. We're going to try and find out what 3/4 of 16 is. But let's go back and review the regular fraction 3/4. Look at this candy bar. If I make a bar around it, and then I divide that bar into 4 equal parts, and I fill 3 of those parts with the candy bar, I have 3/4 of a candy bar. I'm going to take that bar and make a bar model of 3/4 by filling in 3 of the squares, so that I have a bar with 3/4 of it pink. Let's go back to looking at 3/4 of 16. First I need a set of something. In this case I'm going to use 16 yellow blocks. There's actually 17, but don't tell anybody. And I'm going to make a bar in the middle. I'm going to split that bar into 4 equal parts, and then I'm going to put in each part of that, I'm going to put in equal numbers of blocks. That means 4 in each, for a total of 16. Now I'm going to replace 3 of those 4 sets with blue, so that 3/4 of those 16 blocks are blue. And I'm going to turn these pink. Now I'm going to count the blocks that are in 3 of the 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3/4 of 16 blocks is 12 blocks. We're going to try and find 2/5 of 15. So I'm going to take you through this question, which happens to be the first question on page 256 of your math book. We're going to deal with a set of 15 hearts with really nice messages in them to teachers. So let's find 2/5 of these 15 hearts. Well, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to draw a bar model that's going to have 5 pieces in it so I can put the hearts in there. So here we go. Let's make it pink. That's festive when we're dealing with hearts. I'm going to make it nice and tall. And once I have my nice big bar for the bar model, I'm going to split that into 5 equal pieces. Well, as close as I can get. Now, once I have 5 equal pieces, I'm going to put all of the hearts in those 5 equal pieces. I'm going to make sure I put one. I'm going to try and divide them evenly here. So 1 in each. We'll cheat a little bit. So 1 heart for each of those parts. We're going to call each of these parts a unit. This is a unit, this is a unit, this is a unit, this is a unit, and this is a unit. We're going to call each of those a unit. So I'm going to put 2 in each of those units of my bar model. I'm going to put 3 in each of those units of my bar model because I am dividing 15 evenly, and 15 divided by 5, the denominator here, is 3 in each. So we're going to answer a few questions here. how many units are there? I'm sorry, how many hearts are there in 5 units? There is 15 hearts. If we count all 5 units and all the hearts in there, there will be 15. How many hearts are there in 1 unit? There are 3 hearts. If I only count 1 unit out of the 5 units, I have 3 hearts in that 1 unit. What I want to know is how many are there in 2 units. There are a total of 6 hearts in 2 units. If I count up 2 units here, this unit and this unit, 2 out of the 5 units, there is 6 hearts. 2 times 3 in each unit is 6. 2/5 of 15 actually equals 6. I'm going to go really fast and try and review how I got to that. The first thing I did was I took 15 and I divided it evenly into 5 different units. Then I figured out how much was in 1 unit, 3. Then I needed to figure out how much was in 2 of the 5 units because it wants me to know 2/5. So it is 2 of the units, each one has 3, so 2 times 3 units apiece is 6 out of 15. Let's see that one more time with Unifix cubes. Now I have 15 Unifix cubes in my hand. I'm going to tell you right up front that 2/5 of them are pink. But let's prove that. So again, because the denominator of the fraction of the set is 5, I'm going to have 5 equal spaces here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 15 and I'm going to divide that evenly. So I'm going to put 1 cube in each of these 5 spaces. Okay, that's 1 in each of the 5 spaces. That's 2 in each of the 5 spaces. That's 3 in each of the 5 spaces. So I have 5 units, we're going to call them spaces, and altogether the 5 units equal 15. Now, if I take how much there is in 1 unit, 3, and I multiply it by 2, I get 6, which is 2/5 of 15. That's a lot easier to see if I rearrange the cubes so that they have matching colors in each of the spaces. See how there's 5 groups? Even groups of, there's 15 divided into 5 even groups, and then 2 of those groups are pink. This even becomes more obvious if I actually hook these Unifix cubes together. See that I have now a strip where there are 5 parts. Each part has 3 blocks in it, and if I count the 2 that are in pink, I have a total of 6 blocks. I took 15, I divided it because the denominator says 5 into 5 even groups or units. I took 2 of those units, which each had 3 blocks, for a total of 6 pink blocks. Alright, your teacher can stop the video. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a challenge using this set of Sweet Tart hearts. And I'm going to ask you, what color is 1/4 of this set? First, we're going to need to count how many there are in this set. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12. So again, try and figure out in your head what 1/3 of 12 would be. Okay, let's work on this together. First thing we're going to do is we're going to divide evenly the set into the number of groups that's on the denominator. The denominator is 3, so I'm going to divide it evenly into 3 groups. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. Now I have 3 units, and I need to find a color that takes up 1 whole of these units. Well, actually, if I just trade this blue here with this orange here, you can see I have 3 groups, 3 units, and 1 of those units is blue. So the answer to the question is, what is 1/3 of 12? The answer is blue. Let's try another challenge here. There's a couple of colors here that are 1/4 of 12. 1/4 of 12. So let's find out what colors might be 1/4 of 12. First, I'm going to take my denominator 4, and I'm going to make sure I split them up into 4 groups this time, because my denominator is 4. So here we go. 1, 1, 1, and 1 to start my 4 groups. 2, 2, 2, and 2 for 4 groups. 3, 3, 3 for 4 groups. Now, my goal is to figure out what color, or in this case colors, could fill up one of these 4 groups. And blue fills up 1/4 of those groups, but the problem is blue actually fills up more than one of those 4 groups, so it is not 1/4 of this. Let's see here. If I trade pink with this blue, then I can see that pink takes up 1/4 of the groups. So 1/4 of 12 is, pink is 1/4 of 12. 3 hearts is 1/4 of 12. Actually, if I keep going here and I trade this green for this blue, I end up with that the green is also 1/4 of 12. So there are 12 hearts and 1/4 of them are green. There's 12 hearts and 1/4 of them are pink. I divided 12 into 4 groups, and then if one of those whole groups is filled with that color, then it's equal to 1/4. Alright, happy fractions, just one last challenge for you. If I replace this blue heart with this orange heart, what fraction of the set is orange? Okay, have fun with that challenge. Go 4th graders.